the Vice Chancellor of Abdulkadir Kure University Minna, Niger State, Professor Muhammad Aliyu Paiko, principal officers of the university, members of the Senate, other academics, and even non-academic staff, dignitaries, participants, students, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Special greetings to you. May Allah's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. Permit me to begin by thanking our Creator, the Almighty, for the opportunity to get connected with you virtually in order to make a presentation on the theme of the seminar, Digital Shift, Accelerating Personal and Business Growth Through Innovation. Furthermore, I want to use the opportunity once again to thank the Vice Chancellor and the entire management of the university, and in fact the entire university community, for inviting me to serve as the keynote speaker to present the keynote address during this very important seminar. I appreciate the invitation. Furthermore, I earlier intended to be with you physically, but due to some prior commitments that prevented me from that, I decided to get connected with you virtually and make my presentation. And I do hope that this will make us to appreciate the gist of why the seminar and why the university has selected a very important theme. In addition to that, I want to commend the Vice Chancellor for the initiatives he comes up with since his appointment to date. I have been following the activities of the university, the total number of the faculties established, and at the same time, the courses that are being presented to students to enroll. His initiatives are commendable, and definitely he is promoting skills where a graduate will graduate with certificate on one hand and skills on the other. And this is what we have been promoting in the fourth industrial revolution. It is all about promoting skills and making sure that our certificates are not empty. Rather, they are overloaded with skills and we can go anywhere and defend them. The theme of the seminar is very apt. Digital shift, accelerating personal and business growth through innovation. And I do hope that during the seminar, we will be able to understand the benefits of personal growth and also business growth, particularly through adopting modern innovations that are being presented to us by the fourth industrial revolution, like artificial intelligence systems, blockchain technology, nanotechnology, biotechnology, Internet of Things, augmented reality, virtual reality, cybersecurity, among many others. Furthermore, when it comes to personal growth, there are certain skills that are very apt, they are essential in this contemporary era, particularly when we intend to adopt innovation and be successful in our career. Number one, we need to partake in upskilling and reskilling. Upskilling and reskilling and even cross-skilling are very important. Upskilling, an area where you have been doing your work, you need to adopt new skills in order to enhance your performance, in order to increase the precision and accuracy of what you have been doing, whether in science or in administration or management. In any work you do, you need to partake in upskilling, where you integrate and advance your existing skills, particularly by adopting new skills that will make you very successful, like your soft skills, the way and manner you interact and communicate with others. They are very important. Soft skills, this is like critical thinking, complex problem solving, creative thinking, team management, collaboration, and even emotional intelligence. These skills are important when we partake in upskilling and even reskilling. Reskilling where you intend to switch from one area of expertise to another. And this is indeed very important. Today, if you look at the fourth industrial revolution, the whole world is becoming more and more dynamic. And it is also becoming more and more flexible to the extent that your expertise is in political science. Within a year or two, you can become an expert in cybersecurity or artificial intelligence, as the case may be, which is not in any way even related to your discipline. Through what? Through what we call reskilling. The fourth industrial revolution requires experts and academics to become multidisciplinary, to the extent that your expertise is not only restricted to only one discipline, but you can speak on so many disciplines with high level of expertise, as the case may be. And this is indeed very important, including cross-skilling, where you move completely from one discipline to another, from one area to another. So it is important to partake in upskilling, reskilling, and even cross-skilling in order to be successful in the digital era of the fourth industrial revolution. In addition to that, we need to also become digital. We need to be to partake in digital fluency, digital proficiency, and even digital savviness. Today, digital literacy is not sufficient. Irrespective of your discipline, just to become a digital literate is not sufficient. What we need to adopt is to become very proficient digitally, to excel in digital proficiency, digital fluency, and digital savviness. Today, whether you are in art or in social sciences, you will discover that innovation and digital facilities are inevitable. They help you to develop more and more expertise, to attain more precision and accuracy. They help you to save time, energy, and cost, among others. So it is important as part of our personal growth through innovation to ensure that we are not only digital literates, but rather we attain at least an intermediate level of expertise in the area of digital fluency, digital proficiency, and digital savviness. In addition to that, we also need to excel in online learning. There are so many platforms today for online learning, and they are very important. Look at Harvard University. They have so many content that are available online for self-growth, self-development, and self-improvement. They are very important to follow them. We have so many in Massachusetts Institute of Technology, in Cambridge University website, online, in YouTube, University of Oxford. There are so many contents that are being presented by world-class academics, world-class industry players, and world-class government officials that as long as you follow them, you will discover that you will get so many takeaways from them. And these are very important indeed. Coursera develops so many contents that are very effective. When it comes to reskilling, as earlier mentioned, upskilling, cross-skilling, there is a very strong argument of the World Economic Forum report in 2022, where they insist so much on cross-skilling, reskilling, and also upskilling. When it comes to even digital fluency, digital proficiency, digital savviness, among others, there are so many contents of the United Nations through OECD that are very important for us to partake in and see how we can increase our personal growth and development. In addition to that, when it comes to business growth, which is important because the earlier one is with regards to personal growth. But when it comes to business growth, innovation is inevitable today. Because if your business growth is only physical, the entire population of Nigeria is around 220 to 230 million people. So if you live in Minna, you will discover that your market is not more than 1 to 2 million people. But when you adopt innovation, that will increase your visibility and will increase the scope of your market to the extent that the entire world becomes your marketplace. As of today, according to the International Telecommunication Union, we have over 5.5 billion people that are connected to the internet. So by adopting innovation in our business growth, you will realize that the scope of your market is not restricted to your geographical location, but rather the entire digital world with over 1.5 billion people connected to the internet becomes your marketplace and they become your customers. It is because of this that the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the US has been promoting what we call digital innovation and entrepreneurship. And that is what makes the university very successful to the extent that in 2016, the collective gross domestic product of the graduates of MIT, the serial entrepreneurs of MIT, their collective GDP was more than the GDP of India as a country with a population of 1.3 billion people then. And this is only one university. At that time, the serial entrepreneurs of MIT, their collective GDP in 2016 was approximately 2 trillion USD. And by implication, as of today, is more than 7 times the GDP of Nigeria as a country. So it is important to realize that digital innovation is not just a necessity but an obligation when it comes to our business growth and development. There are 3 areas that are important and I will emphasize on. Number 1 is the issue of digital transformation. Digital transformation is inevitable today when it comes to business growth. We need to ensure that we adopt digitalization when it comes to customer care, when it comes to order, when it comes to marketing strategy, when it comes to communication. Whatever we do, we need to ensure that we adopt digital transformation in our business. And there is a case study of McKinsey in 2019 that has clearly explained to us that digital transformation is inevitable today in the business growth. Secondly, digital innovation and digital entrepreneurship. I earlier spoke on this superficially, that digital innovation and digital entrepreneurship are necessary today if you want to be successful in your business, irrespective of what you do. Why? Through digital innovation, you will be able to come up with so many initiatives. You partake in thinking out of the box and provide innovative solutions to your customers. That is why Steve Jobs, the founder of Amazon, was asked in 2017 about the secret of his success when he happened to be the richest person in the world. He said one of the most important strategies he adopted, number 1, he said, customer centricity. Try to make your customer to be your king. Your business should not focus on making profit. The first primary thing to do is to make sure, that your customer is your king. When he becomes your king, that profit will come automatically as long as your customer is comfortable with what you provide for him. So customer centricity. And secondly, he said passion for invention. We need to continue innovating and inventing. They are important. And also entrepreneurship. By entrepreneurship in our businesses, we will successfully become job providers rather than job seekers. We will become job employer rather than employees. And this is indeed very important. So digital innovation on one hand and digital entrepreneurship on the other is also very important. And this is a concept being promoted by IMT and also UNESCO in their report in 2020. And I do hope that we will consider this in all our business activities, digital innovation and digital entrepreneurship. And that is what motivated me while in office in 2020 when we started the construction of the first ever National Digital Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center here in Abuja in order to provide the avenue for digital innovation and digital entrepreneurship. By May 2023, our last month in office, at that time, the work was 85% completion. So it is important to ensure that when the center is ready in Abuja, we all patronize it. And also, the third one is data-driven decision making. Today in business, decisions are not being made only manually. We have to take decisions based on the data we collect, analyze, and make sense out of it. This is indeed very important. If you go through the Harvard report review of 2019, they insist so much on not taking decision without making use of data. So data-driven decision making is key. And that is what brought about datafication of society. We collect data, we analyze, we make sense out of it, and at the same time, we take our decision based on that data. A decision taken without data is an opinion. Decision being taken by leveraging on data is a fact and reality. So we have to take decision based on fact and reality, not just based on our opinion. Opinion cannot in any way render our facts and reality to be invalid. But the facts and reality can always make personal opinion to be invalid. And this is indeed very important. In order to provide the avenue for all this, in 2022, I led a team that developed the Nigeria Startup Act 2022, and it was assented by the then president on the 19th October 2022. It is an important law for Nigeria that I encourage our academics, industry players, government officials to look into this document and see the foundation for personal growth and business growth through innovation and entrepreneurship. I wish Abdulkadir Kure University a very successful seminar and deliberation, and I do hope that at the end of the seminar, we will find a very comprehensive recommendations for stakeholders in Nigeria to implement. Once again, thank you very much for inviting me. May the Almighty Allah bless Abdulkadir Kure University, and may the Almighty bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for listening. Bye.